Hey guys, thank you so much for liking, thank you so much for commenting, thank you so much for sharing, thank you so much for turning on that notification bell button. I really appreciate, and I thank God for all of you. And I thank God for this time that He has really blessed us, blessed me too. I don't know, for last week I was just like thinking about something to do with my childhood, and I was just reminded of something, and that has brought me to want to talk about this topic, that is confidence and I think self-esteem. Not I think, of course, self-esteem. And so what happened is like, when I was growing up, what happened, maybe, okay, so that I kind of have a cold too. So what happened when I was growing up, there is this word, there's this, not word, but there's this letter that I couldn't really like pronounce. So the letter was R. I don't know if I can really pronounce it well right now, but I'm telling you it's better than it was before. So I couldn't really like say R. Like my sister is called Ruth, my brother is called Reynolds, and my other brother is called Brian. But I would end up like, okay, why did I mention them? It's because the names, they have an R inside, or it starts with an R. So that is why. So like for my sister, I would call her Dot. Yeah. And my brother Diane, and my other brother Daynon. Like that is how bad it was like for me to pronounce the letter R. So growing, it was really like, it made me like really lack confidence, I would say, and also have really a low self-esteem. But when I look at it right now, I don't know, it is just God. Maybe I cannot really pronounce it well right now, but looking at the difference, like I can at least pronounce, I'm like, it is God. Because I don't know when I started, like maybe a little bit be able to pronounce it. So it is just God. And as I was thinking about that, I'm just reminded, like so many times we go, there's so many things as individual in our individual lives we're really struggling about, and it makes us like lack confidence and have low self-esteem. But I'm just here to remind you something. So we are going, before that, sorry, I'll just define for you what, okay, the dictionary, the definition of self-esteem from the dictionary. It says, self-esteem is typically defined as confidence in one's own worth or ability. That is self-esteem. And as a Christian, the definition of self-esteem is having confidence that I am who God says I am. So you see, like the difference, like just for self-esteem, it just says like having confidence of your own worth or your ability. But what does Christianity, what does it define confidence? It defines confidence as self-esteem as having confidence that I am who God says I am. So in so many ways, like sometimes when I look at myself and I'm like, I don't think I'm worth it, but then I'm reminded, like, you know what, God has created you the way you are, and He wants to use you just the way you are. So I'm going to read a verse for us, like Psalms 139 verse 13 to 14. For you created my innermost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. Just like to be able to always like go back to the word. Like, what does God say about you? It's not about how people will define you, because people are people, we always try to find fault in everything, but to just like understand what does God say about you, and it will give you peace, it will encourage you. And it will help you to understand that, if God created me this way, then he wants to use me this way. And to just like go to him like, okay, God, I'm here, I'm like this, like, okay, what do you really want me to do, and what is really my purpose? Because each and everyone trusts me. Okay, trust, don't trust me. Like each and every one of us, like for me, reading the Bible just made me understand, like, there is always, each and every one of us, they have something to accomplish in this world. No one was created by mistake, and the way they were created is not by mistake. Also, it could be like maybe you feel you are having pain, or you are going through a lot. God wants to work a miracle through your life. Like sometimes we just don't get to think like, okay, what does God want me to do? How can I more and more trust in God, and rather than trusting in my own self? Because we are faults. We are unworthy, we have our weaknesses that God uses all the weaknesses that we have to prove that he's the one in power, he's the one in command. So my encouragement is like, just go back to the word and get to understand what is God saying about me. If I'm fearfully and wonderfully made in his own image, and I look like this, then, or I have these weaknesses and all that, how does he want to work through me? And trust me, you'll find peace in God more than you'll find in the world, because the world will always find fault in you. But God is trying to tell you that, you know what, I want to use you the way you are. So if he wanted to use you different, he wanted you to look different, most definitely would have created you different. Be blessed and be encouraged. God loves you so much, and he's seeking for you, he's waiting for you, his hand is outstretched, he's stretching out to you. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and be encouraged. And in case you have a question, just don't forget to comment it down below, and we can be able to maybe get an encouragement from one another. I think that is how we grow. That is how we grow, by building one another.